Hello everyone. The topic that we are going to see today is another solved example from arithmetic coding from digital image processing. So in the solved example 1, I have given some introduction about arithmetic coding, its efficiency over Huffman coding. So you can refer to the solved example 1 video and know the introduction and theory for arithmetic coding. So the previous solved one example had a message India. Now the message for example 2 I have taken is BACA. So therefore the message to be coded is BACA. So it has 4 symbols or characters in the message. Take them and write it one below the other. A recurs twice in the message, so its probability is 2, and therefore write it only once. B and C occurs only once in the message, so its probability is 1 by 4, and that for C is also 1 by 4. So the probabilities of occurrence of symbols are written in the second column. Then CDF is the cumulative distribution function. So how to calculate this? Take the first probability of occurrence and write it here, 0.5. Then add up the next probability of occurrence of the symbol with the first CDF value. So you get the cumulative value as 0.75. Then add up 0.25 with 0.75, it is 1. So whenever you get the last CDF value as 1, we know that our calculation is right, because the probability lies always in the interval 0 to 1. So now form a graph to find out a code for the message BACA. So the first in the graph, the lower limit is 0, the upper limit is 1, as I said previously. So A, B, C are the symbols. Take it and write it in the tree of the first branch of the tree. So write the CDF values along with the symbols in the tree. So first for A it is 0.5, B is 0.75 and C it is 1. So write it in the graph. Okay. Now we have to form the code word for the message BACA. For that, consider the first symbol of the message, it is B. So look into the graph for the interval in which B lies or the limits of B. A lies in the interval 0 and 0.5, B lies in the interval 0.5 and 75, C lies in the interval 0.75 and 1. So now take the intervals of B and write it in the next branch. So B's lower limit is 0.5, B's upper limit is 0.75, and the intermediate values we are supposed to calculate. For calculation, there is a formula given. It is written here. The upper limit, these locations are called as the upper limit. So the answer at these places, that gives you the upper limit values. Upper limit is equal to lower limit plus difference into probability difference. So what is the lower limit? It is 0.5. What is the difference? It is the difference between the upper limit and the lower limit. That is 0.75 minus 0.5. And what is the probability difference? It is 0.5 for the first location and it is 0.75 for the next location. This tree is for the calculation of the symbol B, because that is the first symbol of our message BACA. So that's what I have written here. For B, for the first location it is 0.5. and the calculation at this next location it is for 0.75. So we have calculated the values as 0.625, 0.6875 and written in these locations. Now the next letter to be coded in the message is A. So look into the graph for the limits of A. So previously for B the limits were 0.5 and 0.75. Now A, the lower limit is 0.5 and its upper limit is 0.625. So take it and write it in the next branch of the tree. Now calculate the intermediate positions as we have done it for the first symbol B. So to calculate this, apply the same formula. calculation for A. First for 0.5 and then for 0.75. These are the probability difference or CDF values. So upper limit is equal to lower limit. For A it is 0.5 plus the upper minus lower limit difference. The upper limit is 0.625 and the lower is 0.5. And the probability difference is 0.5 or the CDF is 0.5. So therefore the value at this location will be 0.5625 and substitute it here, 0.5625. Similarly 0.75, okay, the CDF value, when you substitute it in the formula, the answer is 0.59375. So the answer is also being calculated here. Next will be the calculation for C, because the next symbol of the message is C. Now look into the graph for the limits of C. The upper limit is 0.625, the lower limit is 0.59375. The intermediate values are calculated as usual from the formula. The calculation for C is shown here. For 0.75, substituting into the formula, we have 0.609375, and for 0.75, we have 0.6171875. Take the values and write it in those locations. And the last symbol of our message is A. So find out for the limits of A. It is 0.59375 and 0.609375. We don't have any further calculations, and this is called as the code word of the full message BACA. So the code word can be written either in a single number or in two numbers. In two numbers, the code word is written as 0.59375, 0.609375, or in a single number as 0.609375. The upper limit alone is given as the code word when you want to refer it in a single numerical value. The transmitter sends 0.59375 and 0.609375 or the single value of 0.609375 as the code word for BACA. But the receiver do not understand the message as BACA from the transmitted numerical values. Therefore, the transmitter sends an arithmetic tag along with the numerical values transmitted. So what is that arithmetic tag? So the formula for arithmetic tag is lower limit plus upper limit by 2, and it is 0.6015625 in our case. So the receiver, on receiving this arithmetic tag, it can decode the message from this numerical value. How it does it? It looks into the graph for the limits in which this value lies. For example, the first stem of the graph is considered. The tag value is 0.601. So where does 0.601 lie? It is between this interval 0.5 and 0.75. So round off the symbol at this location. Coming to the next branch, 0.601 lies in the interval 0.5 and 0.625. So this symbol A is rounded off because it is the symbol at this location. Coming to the next, 0.601 lies in the interval 0.59375 and 0.625. So the symbol at this location is C. Next, 0.601, that is the arithmetic tag, lies in the value interval 0.59375 and 0.609375. So round off the symbol at this location. Now read off the rounded symbols. It is B, A, C, A. So thus the decoder, that is the receiver, decodes the received message from the numerical value that is being sent by the transmitter. Hope you understood the video. If you liked the video presentation, please give me your feedback. Thank you.